Okay, Senator Cooper.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You talk about the Magi and non-Magi, and talk about 20 million, if I understood you right, to develop the non-Magi segment of that. Are we saying that we're developing two parallel systems there that will later have to be integrated together?
No, they're being developed as one integrated system. So one of the responsibilities of all the parties is to make sure coordination is happening all the way along.
Okay, so we're not going to be looking at another phase of this later that we'll have to pay for in the project?
No, this is very intentionally a non-siloed rather than integrated project.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And Representative Touch.
You're right.
You're to the far left, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just so I'll understand, I know every project you prioritize. I guess I'm a little confused as to why we would invest $1 million into a project and then stop it. I mean, why even begin it and begin the program if we're going to stop it after that type of investment with the taxpayers' dollars? I mean, did we not have our priorities in order before we started the project?
I'm not sure that I'm necessarily qualified to answer all of that. I think that the intention when we started was not to stop it. So it was exactly as you were suggesting, the intention was to continue on. I think the decision to stop it is not for me to answer, but I believe it was done given the current priorities and availabilities of personnel within DHS.
Follow-up question.
Yes, sir.
Who told you, I'm just curious, who told you to stop? You may have already answered this, but who told you to stop the project?
The request came from DHS, and I'm not actually sure. I'd have to check my records because it was the timing roughly when Mr. Lampy was taking over. So it was either Mr. Wyatt or Mr. Lampy.
Was that who you reported to with the DHS? I mean, who did you report to with your project?
So our project, like the other projects, reported to a governance committee and a technical committee, and our contract was signed by Mr. Wyatt, and we currently now report to Mr. Lampy.
I'm just curious, what was your feelings when you were contacted and told to stop the project?
We're disappointed, but we understand that the department has limited resources and may be choosing to go in another direction. One of the questions that's been raised by this committee is should the department move towards a fixed price contract rather than the time and expenses contracts that you have today. So that may be the department's decision to procure the rest of the Medicaid work using a fixed price contract.